everyone doing? Happy Thanksgiving week! It is Monday, and I am just leaving Kroger, y'all. I went to do my Thanksgiving Day shopping, and I didn't do too bad, y'all. Are you all ready? Everybody asked me today, are you ready for Thanksgiving? No, I'm not ready for Thanksgiving. I watch y'all start several weeks, the beginning of November. Okay, first off, does it feel like it came early this year to you all? I got back to work after the wedding. You guys know my oldest son got married. Just got back from his honeymoon. I picked them up from the airport last night. They went to Canada. They showed me pictures. Absolutely beautiful. I want to go now. They had so much fun. They didn't want to come back, but who wants to come back from vacation when you go to a beautiful place, right? So, so I get back to work after the wedding. I took the day off. They got married on a Sunday. I took a Monday off. Tuesday, I come back to work, and somebody goes, it's Thanksgiving next week, and we haven't planned anything for the office. Next week? No, it ain't next week. I still got a whole nother. They're like, no, it's next Thursday. Your girl didn't even know Thanksgiving was already here. It's dark, y'all, so I got this interior light on, so I know it's probably bad lighting, so I'm sorry. And it's the end of the day, so she's tired. But, yeah, didn't realize it feels like it came so early. So I watch y'all start buying your Thanksgiving stuff like a month out, a little bit, every time you go to the store. And every year I say, I'm going to do that. Wow, that's such a great idea. And I don't. Something always happens to where I am last minute shopping. But I didn't do too bad. You know what? Y'all, I have the best mama in the whole world because she is cooking all the big stuff. Yeah, they are buying it. My mom and my dad are buying and cooking the turkey. She is doing the dressing. We have dressing down here in the South. I don't know what y'all have. We have dressing. Stuffing is stuffed in a bird. Dressing is cooked in a pan by itself. So we have cornbread dressing that also has some chicken in it. Oh, it's so good. It's cornbread. She uses cornbread, day-old biscuits, some dried out white bread, celery, onions, lots of sage, some chicken and the chicken broth. And, oh, it's so good. Oh, and sometimes you're starting to crave it. Like midsummer, she'll make just a little pan of it. Oh, it's good. My mama makes the best dressing. She's making the cranberry sauce. There is no pouring out of a can and it looking like the can in my family. No, my mama has always made cranberry sauce. And if you don't know how to make it, you know those bags of cranberries that they sell in the store, they ain't just for decoration to look cute, y'all. The recipe's on the back of the bag and it's super easy. I've made it. So she makes the cranberry sauce, and that is what everybody fights over in my house. And she's bringing the Hawaiian rolls. So yeah, she's doing all the big stuff, right? But she says that we just went through this wedding and I spent money on the wedding and all this, and it was, all tied up. So she wants to do this. So I love my mama. So thank you, mama. So she's doing all that. And so I just went and bought the stuff. Hopefully I didn't forget nothing, but I had my list. Y'all know I have to have a list. If I don't have a list, I forget everything. And I shop stuff I don't need. So I did good. I only bought a couple things that were not on my list this time. I'm doing mashed potatoes and green beans with bacon. And I like the big, fat, wide green beans. Sometimes they're called Italian cut. Sometimes they're called Kentucky Wonder. Those are my favorite. So mashed potatoes, green beans, and I'm doing Patty LaBelle's mac and cheese. If y'all have not tried that recipe, oh, it is so yummy. It is so good. Every cheese you can think of is in this recipe. That's what makes it so good, right? I actually left one out. I think the recipe actually says pepper jack. I don't want no pepper jack in my mac and cheese. So I'm leaving that one out. But trust me, it ain't going to be missed. You use 2 different kinds of cheddar and provolone and Munster and Velveeta. And, oh my goodness, Google it, Patty LaBelle's mac and cheese. Make sure you get it off of one of Patty LaBelle's sites or her cooking channel or whatever. It is so good. It is so good. So, yeah, doing that. And then I think that's it for the sides, y'all. There's not a ton of us, really. It's my parents, It's my kids and my son and his wife that just got married, my brand new daughter-in-law. Nicholas, my husband, is out of town, but he will be back by then. Then a couple in-laws, so just not a huge amount of people. We're staying home, we're staying here. We're not going anywhere. So for desserts, I picked up a chocolate cheesecake at Aldi's that I just happened to see, and I was on the fence about making a cheesecake. I love homemade cheesecakes. It's just time consuming for me, and I don't have a lot of patience for waiting. So it looked really good, and it wasn't that expensive. Cheesecakes in the store can be a little pricey, the good ones. So this looked really good, so I got that. I'm making a buttermilk pie for my husband. It's his all-time favorite, and I have a really great recipe. A high school friend of mine actually entered a contest for the Texas State Fair many years ago and won with this buttermilk pie recipe, and he sent it to me. So I've been using it ever since. So it's a really good buttermilk pie recipe. So buttermilk pie, the chocolate cheesecake. Nick wants some banana pudding. We make the Paula Deen version. It's yummy. So we do that. And what else? I picked up an apple pie because he loves apple pie. Normally I do make it from homemade. I make it homemade. I do a caramel apple pie, but it's $3. It's $3.99. So I picked it up at the store because realistically we don't need all this. And then there is this recipe that is my cousin's that she makes. It's a no-bake pumpkin pie recipe. It's pumpkin and cream cheese and Cool Whip all blended together, and it is so yummy. I think you can get it off of like the Kraft recipe website. But that's what we're having. It's more food than we need, but it always is. So people can take some home and have it for, the next day or so. So what is your staple Thanksgiving things that you look forward to, that you love, that either you make or your kids like that you make or your family makes or something? Let me know. I want to know what is, let's start a conversation down below. What everybody, what's your staples for Thanksgiving, aside from the turkey, whether you have dressing or stuffing, whatever, the other things, the desserts, the sides, the snacks, maybe your breakfast. What are those things for you guys now that I've shared my menu with you? But I did pretty good. So all weekend, I was not wanting to make out this list. I was not wanting to pull the recipes. I was not wanting to write down what I needed. I didn't want to go to the grocery store. I mean, I did go to Walmart, and I stopped in Aldi's, and I just picked up a couple little things that I needed. I was out of everything this weekend, guys. Like shampoo and soap and you name it, I was out of everything. So I went and picked up all that stuff. But I get to work, and it's nice and quiet at work, and I'm like, ooh, I can make out my grocery list. I can print my recipe out. So not that I didn't work. I got breaks. So yeah, I got that stuff done at the office. So I came home. I cooked dinner tonight for Nick and I. No, I didn't, y'all. I brought leftovers from work. We went out, had a ton of leftovers. I know nobody's going to eat them tomorrow, so I brought them home. And we ate that. And I ran to Kroger and got in and out. I had my list. I got everything on my list. Only picked up a couple little extra things, picked up some Kleenexes and I don't know, something else for Nick. So yeah, so I feel like I did really good. I got in and out. There wasn't long lines. So now I just need to go get the, plates and napkins and stuff. We ain't gonna do fancy. We're just gonna do disposable. That way, there's nobody washing dishes, putting stuff away other than what we cooked in. And, it's just more time to sit and visit. Black Friday shopping. Are you guys Black Friday shopping? I really do miss everything being just on Black Friday. The recipe, the pumpkin pie recipe, the no-bake one I just told you about. One of my favorite memories is we were living in this little dinky apartment. And my cousin and stuff came up. They live in Oklahoma. Everybody came up. We all had Thanksgiving together at my mama's house. And her and her family stayed with me. So we were cooking at my apartment, getting everything ready to take over to my mom's. And she made that pie. And that's where my son first got it and loved it, and so now I make it. And somebody took my parking spot, y'all. So yeah, you know, we're in my little dinky apartment making it, but we get up the next morning. You know, she stays instead of going back home. You know, on Friday they stay an extra day, and we get up super early, leave the kids at home with the husband, and we get up and leave the house at like 5 in the morning and go hit the stores and go do, you know, that Christmas shopping on Black Friday together. And you know, you stop by and get you a coffee, and you know, and you're running around, you don't have no makeup on, your hair's pulled up, you're in leggings and a big t-shirt, and you know, I mean, it's just it's great, you know. It is so much fun. I miss that. So I mean, now realistically, I don't if there's stuff at Walmart that I want, I'll go ahead and go, because we do have lunch. So we have lunch, and so we eat somewhere between around 1 o'clock, and my parents will come over to my house. And realistically, my dad don't like to stay gone from his house long. He is a homebody. He likes to be at home, comfortable, y'all. So yeah, so my dad will stay for a few hours. You know, we'll eat, we'll visit, we'll put stuff away, we'll package everything up, and then he's ready to go home. So realistically, you know, about 4:30, 5 o'clock, we can get out and go. So we do, but realistically, I'm probably only gonna go. I usually only go to Walmart. I might go to Target, and that's really it. I don't even have to be spending a ton of money for Black Friday. Maybe there's just a couple of things I want to run and get if they're really a super dirt cheap deal. But I like getting out. I know it's crazy, but I like getting out at Christmas time. I like Christmas shopping. I especially like doing it when I'm doing it with somebody, you know, because it's just fun, you know. So it's just the whole experience. So do you like it or do you hate it? You know, I'm not going to fight somebody over some stuff, you know. I just kind of, you know, the Christmas music is playing, you know, you just celebrated with your family, you're getting some great deals, you're just, you know, it's just the experience. I like the whole experience of it. So let me know if you like that. I am at home now, so I'm going to go in, I'm going to put all this food up. Maybe I'll give you a real quick show on what I got. And if I don't see you guys again, I do have some more videos to film for you. Maybe with this long break for Thanksgiving, I will sit down and have some time now to shoot them, right? So I'll get those up for you. A couple haul videos, some stuff I hope you're going to like. So I will see you real soon. Remember to stop and thank God for today, because it truly is a gift. Happy Thanksgiving week, guys. And enjoy your family. Have a wonderful, blessed time. And I'll see you real soon. Bye. I'm going to show you real quick what I got. I'm going to leave some of the stuff in the bag, so I know it's bagged up and it's what I'm going to use. So I got a can of pumpkin, 100% pumpkin. This is for that no-bake pie that I told you about. I got 3 cans of the Italian style green beans. We like these. And then I got the sweetened condensed milk. What is that for? That is for the banana pudding recipe. Okay, so I got the bacon for the green beans. I got the buttermilk for the buttermilk pie. I got the whipping cream for... What did I get this for? I got this for something. And I got this for the buttermilk pie. And then I got this for the pumpkin no-bake pie. That's for the mac and cheese. Okay. I got some cream and celery soup, just because I think I'm going to throw some chicken in a crock pot one night this week before Thanksgiving. Throw it in there with that. I got these. We're on the 99-cent aisle. I'm just going to... We're out of apples, so these are just to get by. I got the pumpkin pie spice for that pie, and then also the Cool Whip for that pie. This is the apple pie I got. See, $3.99. You know how much of my time it would take to make one right now with all this other stuff going on? So $3.99, you can't beat that. And I bought out the cheese department. So, sharp cheese, mild cheese, mozzarella cheese, Monterey Jack, Munster cheese, provolone cheese. All that has to be shredded. I need half a cup of each. Mozzarella, I just got the shreds on that. It's cheaper about that way. And 2 things of cream cheese. I did not intentionally buy reduced fat vanilla wafers, but they were out of the regular ones. Apparently, vanilla wafer desserts are popular. So I got those. I got the French vanilla instant jello pudding. Got some Kleenexes, and you can't have banana pudding without the bananas. I got some that were kind of green, so hopefully they'll be right by then. Y'all, that's it. Oh, and I bought these at Aldi's, so this whole giant big bag was like $1.50. So that's it. That's my grocery haul for Thanksgiving. Let me know what you're making. Let me know what those have-to items are, and let me know if you're Black Friday shopping and what are you going after. Happy Thanksgiving. I will see you guys real soon. Bye.